opportunity to do, which a lot of people don't get to do. So, with that being said, what's good, man? And that's it, and that's all. So everybody double tap the screen and get those likes up. We're gonna sit back and have a nice little conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yeah. Nah, man. We're going to sit back and we're going to have a nice little conversation. Whoever watch. Whoever don't watch, you don't have to watch. You do not have to watch. In theory, all you have to do is just swipe up upon another live, because a lot of you anyways have just been endlessly scrolling, looking for entertainment, because you cannot entertain yourself outside of, anything that has to do with consumption. And everything's not about entertainment. That's the problem with a lot of people in society today. They want to be entertained rather than challenged. Yeah. No, that's the problem with society today. We have too many people who would rather be entertained than challenged. And they're challenged in ways that it's not desirable, but at the same time, that's a lot of the issues. What's good, Birdie? You know what it is. So yeah, shout out to everybody in the building, man. My people are my people. Yeah, man, we're just having a good time, sitting back with the team bracelet, doing it in a way in which it's supposed to be done. Shout out to my moderators. If anybody comes up in here letting out Keisha, saying, repeated things and trying to put it over and over, we'll just easily and readily have that added to a list so they can no longer say it. Hey, love, what's good, baby? Yeah, shout out to all my ladies. Shout out to all the real gentlemen in here. It was a great day. Got to hear the T-Man get up and speak with such confidence and a way of unification, not division. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should always have humility and you should always be humble and get that person up out of here, because don't come up in my classroom interrupting what I'm saying, thinking you're going to control the show and you're going to get the focus and the attention. Yeah. No, get that shit out of here, man. We ain't doing none of that. So everybody double tap the screen, man. And yeah, we're going to sit back and we're going to willfully do it the way it's supposed to be done. All by the works of the Father, homie. We're going to willfully do it in the way in which it's supposed to be done. All by the works of the Father. And this game is sponsored by this coffee. This coffee that we're sipping on. And I know some of y'all might be saying, what's going on with his hair? I just took my braids out, okay? So my hair is a little bit wavy, man. It's a little bit wavy, man. Yeah. So you just gonna have to deal with it. And you're gonna have to be real with it, Johnny. So yeah, listen, homie. Whether you wasted Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday, obviously that's not productive. But it's a brand new day. It's Friday, homie. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make it fantastic, which means you have to put a lot of effort for it. And if you're looking for people to root for you and cheer you on to be able to get up and do the basic things, you are directing your source of energy in the wrong places. You have to do it for yourself. You have to be the one to tell yourself to keep going, and you also have to be the one to pat yourself on the back. Whenever you become largely successful, people are going to sit around and act like they've been there the entire time, but no, they haven't. And even if they've been there, they weren't there. You see, there's a difference between someone being there and happy Friday. What's good, Danielle? Yeah. There's a difference for someone being around and someone being there. That's what I want to say. There's a difference from someone being around and someone being there. There's a lot of people that are being around you. There's a lot of people that have been around you since kindergarten all the way to, your graduation of college. But at the end of the day, they were just around. They weren't there for you. When you went through your largest difficulties, when you went through challenges, where you made mistakes, when you had success, when it wasn't, seen on the scale that it is now, they weren't there. But all of a sudden, whenever you get huge monetary gain or you get societal approval when it comes to fame, then all of a sudden they want to attach themselves to you and say they always believed in you. They always believed in you, but they never even spoke on that belief that they said that they had in you. They believed that you were going to fail. They didn't believe that you were going to succeed. And get them two up out of here, man. We ain't doing that. But yeah, everybody double tap the screen. And I say all that to say is, man, homie, you got to be your own biggest fan, man. You know what I'm saying? And anybody with any suspect usernames, let's go ahead and get that up out of here, because they don't even take their profile serious, so they can't take this conversation serious. And we're not going to be playing games. And I know it's hot outside, but there's a certain things that takes care of the flies during the hot weather, and the moderators are very, very great at using it. So we're going to continue to do so. You know what I'm saying? Diamond Neek. I've never seen the iteration of that name like that. I think that's very awesome. I like the way that's worded, love. I like your name. That's unique. Yo, what it do? Yo, man. So shout out to all my people, man. We got some good music in the background. We got an eventful weekend. We had an eventful week. We had a moment in history that a lot of people don't even realize was history, because, people's attention spans are so, what's the word that I can look for? People's attention spans have been minimized to the point to where something happens and the next day they forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Just got off a 12-hour shift. Working that grown man shift, man. Salute to you, man. Putting in the work. putting in the work. Most people, they'll spend a 12-hour shift watching content creators, but they won't even spend 30 minutes on their passion and their dream job, which is the reason why they are stuck working a 9 to 5. They don't want to put in work. They don't really want to learn. They want someone to tell them a quick method, right? It's like whenever you were doing mathematics. If you learned a quick way to get an answer, you remember the way to get a quick answer, but do you actually understand the concept behind the whole equation in of itself? And most people don't. They don't, and they never will, because they want everything easy in life. They want their relationships to be easy. They want the cleanliness that it requires to keep their house in order to be easy. They want the paycheck, you know, all originated from the work ethic that they have to be easy. They want everything to be easy. I haven't seen you live in a minute. Glad you're back. Yeah, we've been live for the better part of the week, and we're coming back to the internet consistently. I've just been so busy with my business, and that's the reason why I tell people all the time that, homie, it's healthy to disconnect to reconnect. You know, people that have these parasocial diagnoses on internet, they think that whenever content creators get off of the internet, that, you know what I'm saying, their life ends. But actually, I'd argue that whenever you get off the internet to pursue your passion, your life begins. Yeah. You see, a lot of people will sit around and think that the moment that you log off of the internet to focus on what you have to do in the real life, not the virtual one, that your life ends. I'd argue, in fact, your life begins, homie. And sometimes you have to get further away from the world to get closer to God, man. Yeah. Now, sometimes you got to get further away from the world in order to get closer to God. They want for their money to come easy. They want for their salvation to come easy. They want everything quick and concise, homie. We live in a world in which everything has a fast food mentality. They want everything quick, but the things that are made quick usually lack quality, but they want the quality to basically supersede. Come on, homie. It don't make sense. But a lot of things don't make sense. And people just believe anything they're told, all rooted from the way that they feel, homie. Yeah. People believe what they're told and what they hear all originated from what they feel. So if you can make someone stimulated by the way of emotions, that logic will supersede, hey, I'm just giving you some game, homie. So when I sit back and I say to myself, you got to live that lifestyle to where it's like, homie, you're not proving nobody wrong. You're proving yourself right. You know who you are. You know what path you're going along. Everybody has done wrong in this world, and everybody has done right in this world. Everybody's the hero of their own story, and other people are the villains of their own hero story. Yeah. Everybody is the hero in their story. Even the bad guy believes he is the hero. Even the bad girl believes she is the hero. What you have to understand, homie, is you can't focus on who the protagonist and the antagonist is of someone else's story. You just have to make sure that you're the protagonist of your own story, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all a part of the hero's journey, man. A lot of people, they go out in this world and they want to do one thing, man. A lot of people go out in this world and they want to impress other people. That's the reason why they'll spend money that they really don't need to be spending on brand clothes. That's the reason why they will try to go to certain environments. Not that they actually willfully enjoy, but because someone else will see them there. You know, they'll make content on social media and take it down because it doesn't get a certain amount of likes. I used to live like that. But nowadays we got a bunch of grown-ups who are immature, man. Yeah, I used to live like that. I used to buy followers. I used to buy likes. I used to do all that because I wanted to be accepted. And the reason why I wanted to be accepted is because I didn't accept myself, and it's because I wasn't being me. So when you start to be you, you don't worry about what they think. You don't worry about what he think. You don't worry about what she think. Those without sin cast the first stone. So that's the reason why I say, man, you start to have empathy, not sympathy, but you start to have empathy for why people act the way that they are in the level that they're at. And it's one thing if you're in that level and you got a certain mentality, but are you trying to get out of that level, man? A lot of people sit around and they talk about their problems, but they spend more time. Unmute that person. He was speaking facts. I'm pretty sure he didn't say nothing wild. Unmute him, Kane, and make sure you read the comment before you get him up out of here. He was talking about people spending too much money on useless things, materialistic. But a lot of people spend a lot of time talking about their problems, but they don't spend any time hypothesizing solutions, man. You see, we need less motivational speakers and more practitioners that practice the ideologies that they spew to the people, man. So when I sit back and I say to myself, man, everybody is entitled to their opinion, but based off of how you move will depend on how far or close you are to me. Based on the way that you move during this game of chess is going to dictate how close or far you are going to be in proximity to me. Because you can want to be cool with me, but I might not want to be cool with you. People be over friendly, and that over friendly is because envy. They want to see what you got going. They want to see how you get your daily bread. They want to see what's going on with your life so they can get inside and get something from it, and not understanding that life is like Jenga, and that block that they take away from you could cause your whole foundation to fall, which is why you can't just let anybody join you in this game of life, homie. People that left your life, they weren't supposed to stay. Otherwise, they would have stayed, homie. People's lives that you left because it wasn't right no more. Whether it was because of them, sometimes it's because of us. But it takes a certain level of humility to keep it real with everybody else if you can't even keep it real with yourself, man. People can't be real. Transparency is something people talk about, but they don't even possess. Nowadays, we got people with these expectations that they don't even exude themselves. They want loyalty, they're disloyal. They want honesty, they're dishonesty. They talk about integrity. Man, they be talking down about their homeboys and their homegirls when they back turn all the time. How many of y'all know somebody in a relationship right now that is always telling you about their relationship problems? That's the reason why their relationship is a situationship, because they can't even keep it in the confines of their own bond, homie. Because if it was that much of a problem, they wouldn't be telling you about the issues. They would do what they need to do and leave that situation. But a lot of people stay and they add other people into something that started with two. And when you add more people into something that only is supposed to have two people, guess what? You have more come in and they divide. Because a lot of people that don't have their other one, which is 1 + 1 = 2, they want to take your one away and make you one of one. They want to make it equal, homie. Single people don't like seeing people in relationships because they feel like they deserve that, even though they didn't put in the work. And I'm not saying everybody single is bitter, but most of the time when somebody single is telling you to leave a relationship, it's because they want you to have a relationship with them. And I'm not even talking about monogamy. I'm talking about whether it's, hey girl, I want you to come out to the club, or hey my dude, I want you to come out to this party. They want you to be with them in certain environments so they can have more fun, because the things that they're doing, they don't even truthfully enjoy. They only enjoy it socially. They don't enjoy it spiritually, homie. Yeah. The things that they're doing, they enjoy it socially, status-wise, and all these other worldly terms, but they don't enjoy it spiritually, homie. Because a lot of times when you do something temporary, you have this permanent feeling of emptiness because you know it don't sit right with your soul, homie. It ain't about what they said. It ain't about what he said. It ain't about what she said. It's about what you said. Because a lot of people don't even really think about the inner dialogues that they have within themselves, homie. And I'm just giving you some game. When you change your perspective and you understand that God is going to provide you what you need to be provided, and anything else that he didn't give to you, it's because you ain't supposed to have it. So when you try to go willfully get it, by the way of I'm going to do it, the devil is going to give you that. And you're going to disguise it as God's blessing. I could sit around and I could play all day, hide this and say all these crazy things. I could say things right now. I could say the worst of the worst. But how can I take a negative and claim that I'm positive? You can turn a negative into a positive, but you start off negative. Hey man, they say often how you start is how you got to finish. And I'm not saying people can't change, but would you rather attract positive, genuine energy from being real, and negative energy from being real? Or would you rather attract negative energy from being negative, homie? I would rather be envied, talked down about, and hated from being a positive, real person than to be those same labels for being a negative person. We living in a time which is called the clout era, where you could turn on the camera, you can go outside, and you can pick up a huge pile of you know what, put it in your mouth and say King Von, and you're gonna get 1 million views. You're gonna get a lot of likes, clicks, and views. You're gonna get invited to a podcast. You might get a record deal. Next thing you know, you're gonna be with Riley Reid. You're gonna be doing all different types of things. But what is it to gain the world but to lose your soul, homie? Because those very same people that gave you opportunity, would they have even put you in that position if you didn't say what you said? No, homie. Well, man, I just wanted to get seen, and then I wanted to. So you wish that you could be like the cool kids so you could be a cool kid, but you don't want to be a cool. Make it make sense, homie. I wish that I could, but they don't make sense, homie. They make sense in the form of monetary assets, but it doesn't make sense logically when you pay attention to the direction of the lifestyle that they choose to align with, homie. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's just some good game to put upon your ears. It feels good to be back. It's so good to be back. You know what I'm saying? We on the streak of the daily show, man, and we're just gonna keep on putting down the game the way it's supposed to be received, man. And those who listen, they listen. Those who pick it up, they pick it up, man. What's good, Sosa? And look, though, new music coming soon. I know I've been saying that for too long, but new music is on the way. Make sure each and every single one of you send me a message immediately on TikTok so I can send you my Snapchat. That is the best way to talk and stay up to date with my content. So make sure all of you do it. So with that being said, have a blessed night. I'll be back with one more show. But until I get back, get up out of here, man.